So I was driving around and I was thinking about things that I like to do in the morning, things that I think are great morning routine rituals, and I was like, this could be a good topic to talk about and just to discuss why I like doing certain things, and maybe it could help you. So let's get into it. The first one that I'm working on and that I'll probably always be working on is waking up earlier. I think that the earlier you wake up, the more time you have for yourself in the morning before the things you have to do during the day start to happen. So I find sometimes when you wake up at the time that you kind of have to wake up, before you have to do the things you have to do, the day rules you rather than you ruling the day. Make time for yourself in the morning so that there's no rushing, there's less stress, there's time for you to do things for you. It's just so relaxing and nice to give yourself that time in the morning. So waking up earlier is step number one to be able to have the time to do the following things. I'm constantly trying to wake up a bit earlier, and I'm trying not to be hard on myself where if it's 20 minutes earlier one day and 10 minutes earlier the following day and 45 minutes earlier the next day, just try your best and see what happens. The next one that I like to do is stretch. I like to move my body, wake up my body in a nice, calm, relaxing way. We've been sleeping in the same couple positions for anywhere between 5 to 8 or 9 hours. But it's nice to be gentle and kind to your body rather than just getting up and just starting and running around and stressing around. Like, your body needs time to wake up also. So stretching is a great thing. I do it for maybe like 10 minutes and it feels great. It helps blood flow, mind stimulation, posture, energy throughout the day, flexibility, back pain. There's so many pros to stretching and starting off the day with that kind of movement. I also like to sometimes dance in the morning after stretching, or just put on some good music and just move around a bit, just wake your body up. Now, number 3 is something I do while I'm doing the stretching. So I'll have my journal with me, and while I'm in different stretches or whatever, I'll be writing things down, like things that I'm grateful for, things that I want to accomplish during the day, whatever I'm feeling. I find it's a nice pair because it could get boring sometimes stretching, so at least if you have something else to do that is part of your morning routine and feels really nice to do in the morning, just pair those two together and boom, boom, those two are done. Number 4, I like to go over the schedule of the day. I'm sure we all have a general idea of what we're doing when we wake up during that day. We know the night before, we know maybe a week before. I'll link the video right here for my organization tips where I talk about the Sunday system for success. So in there I talk about what I do on Sundays and how to plan for the week and stuff. I like to go over in the morning what I'm doing in the day, what time certain appointments are at, just get a fresh reminder of what you've got going on that day so that it's as seamless as possible and nothing's forgotten, and you can rearrange things if you have to and just organize yourself. And then number 5, I like to do at the end of all of this, before I start the day, I like to call, message, or video message or voice note people that I love, whether that's a 30-second conversation with my sister or my mom or my brother or whoever. They feel connected and loved, I feel connected and loved, and it just sets a nice tone for the day, and it's just nice, you know? Now, there was a time where I was not doing any of this, where I was waking up when I had to wake up, where I was just rushing around and running downstairs and just like grabbing breakfast, grabbing coffee to go, and just running. And I didn't like the way that felt. Running around and rushing around as I've gotten older has just really not sat with me well. I just don't like it. So getting up earlier, maybe that's why I'm more of a morning person as I'm getting older, because I just appreciate and value like my time, my me time. Again, waking up earlier and giving yourself this time, I think, is just so valuable and so great. I was not always doing these things, and I've slowly incorporated one after another and figured out what I really like to do, what I don't really need to do, what makes me feel good during the day and have a great day versus what is like, meh, I didn't really appreciate that, I didn't need that. So I found a little flow of what works for me, and I don't find it's overwhelming. I find it's relaxing. I don't find I feel I have to do this, and then I have to stretch, and then I have to dance, and then I have to eat, and then I have to call somebody. Like, this is just what works for me. This is how I feel best during the morning time to start my day. That's just why I'm sharing it with you. Maybe it could give you an idea of something that could work better for you, or maybe these would work really well for you, or maybe you could add something to your morning routine. I would just like to add, if you are watching this video right now, you are probably somebody that is interested in learning things to improve your life in some way, shape, or form. That is a great quality to have. It's awesome that you've clicked on this video. It is awesome that you're taking in this information and wanting to learn about this. When I watch other people and listen to other people, I take in as much information as I can to try and form a system that works best for me in my life. I just want to remind everybody to be kind to yourself and gentle to yourself and encouraging. As I said before, there were times where I never did stuff like this, where I knew maybe I should be doing more things like this, but then I still didn't, you know. Everyone takes the amount of time that it takes for them to want to make a shift in their life. So I personally think that there is always room to make things better. There's always room to learn and grow. Listening to this video and picking up on something over here and something from that person's video and that person's podcast, that book, I think are great things to do. So I just want to say good job for whoever is working on themselves and wanting to take time and better their lives in any way, because when you better your life, it betters the lives of the people in your life. I also want to say, I do not do these things or all of these things every single day. I would love to. I think that would be great, but we're all human. We're all trying our best, and sometimes I'll do one of those 5 things, and sometimes I'll do all of them, and sometimes I'll do 3 of them, and sometimes I'll do none of them. Whatever it is that you're doing and trying to shift in your life, be kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Sometimes I find myself beating myself up on days where I'm like, oh, I slept in later than I did yesterday, and I'm getting a later start to the day, and I don't really even feel like stretching today, and, you know, beating myself up for being human and wanting to sleep a little bit more and falling back a bit. We all take steps forward, and then we take a couple back, and then we take 10 more forward. That's the way life works, and I just want you to remember that nobody is perfect. I am making these videos to try and inspire anybody who is trying to work on themselves and learn how they can be a little bit better in any aspect of their life. My goal with this channel is not to say, hey, I am awesome and perfect and I do all of these things and I do this and I do that. That is not the goal of this. The goal of this is to show really where I'm at and what I'm personally working on and what I've learned, and maybe it could help somebody watching. So I think if there's anything that this world could use more of, it is positivity, positive content, positive vibes, support, encouragement, love, and that is what I truly feel like I'm about. And that's what I want to spread around, and I hope that you, whoever's watching this, feels that, and hopefully you're learning something, because I'm definitely learning even more by making these videos. It's really a great way to work on yourself, is making videos like this, where you have to really think about things and remind yourself of things and research things and know how to word things properly, because then it lands differently in your mind and in, you know, it settles differently within me. Even if I feel like I already know this certain concept, telling it to you and verbalizing it has made it land differently within my mind. So it's all a really cool process, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. The moral of all of that was be kind to yourself, support and encourage yourself, because you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for watching this different car setup. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video.